Here it is. Welcome to our new pig enclosure designed for our sows to have their babies. We also have one barrow that's in here, and he will get the benefit of this grassy pasture before he goes to freezer camp. We have here our porta hut, so it'll be a nice shelter for them. It also throws a good amount of shade because this is a very sunny spot on our property. But then they also have this beautiful tree here that will leaf out, and they will have the shade of that tree. They will be eating this grass. They will be tilling this ground and preparing it for a garden. So we probably won't get to the garden this spring, but maybe next fall, as soon as next fall, or probably at least by next spring, we'll be able to have a garden here.
What's going on, y'all? It's I.A.G Farms. It's all about God. It's another beautiful foggy day on the farm this morning. And as y'all see, the boys are finishing out their farm chores. They're all splitting up now, going to checking out animals' waters. I was getting a few clips of them, but I'm finna get ready to get over here and get started. They're about to head in for homeschool. They do farm chores for 30 minutes to an hour every morning, and I come out and help them you know, do their farm chores on the weekend so they go a little bit faster. I call it giving them a day off. But during the week, I just kind of let them do their own farm chores, let them learn, let them mature, let them grow, and you know, they do a good job. But today, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get over here, I'm gonna crank up this old bad boy tractor over here and get the auger hooked up to it, because we're about to do some rearranging with some of our animals, and building this one pen that I'm about to show y'all where I'm gonna build it is gonna change the whole dynamic of the whole farm. So if y'all watched the last video, y'all saw when we went and picked up this material when we got a flat. We were stranded on the side of the road. But I picked up these fence posts. I picked up a farm gate and some T-posts, and I have a couple of cattle panels as well already. And what I'm gonna do is, if you've been around for a while, you know that this is our garden site. This is where we plant our gardens at, and eventually we want to expand this. And we've talked about this on our previous videos. We're not gonna be doing any gardening this year because we have so many projects going on, but we eventually want to expand our garden to go all the way to the property line. The property line is right there. I don't know if you can see that old barbed wire fence or not, but yeah, that's the property line right there. Like I said, those are our neighbors' cows back there. And so we eventually want to expand our garden to go from here all the way through. We're gonna either take this fence down or make like a gate or something like that, and take our garden all the way through over here and have this whole section as our garden. But this year, like I said, we have so many projects going on. We're finishing the barn, we're gonna be building our porch, we're finishing our grandma's house, that we're not gonna have time to do a garden. We might have time to plant like some tomatoes or something like that, like just in a pot or something like that, just to, you know, keep that to get that gardening fixed out of the way and have some fresh tomatoes or something like that, you know, some type of fresh vegetable. But we're not gonna do a big garden like we usually do in this section. But what we are gonna do is, because this section, even when we start back gardening, is gonna need a fence, because the dogs come in here, and then, you know, you have if we have animals that we're bringing into the barn site, the animals come in here. We need this to be fenced off so that the dogs won't be able to get in, so other animals, if we need to put a sheep in the barn site or something like that, they won't be able to get over here. And so we're gonna put this fence up, but the fence right now is actually gonna hold our pigs in. And so y'all know before, in the past, we've put our pigs on our garden to prep it. And I gotta get this, this was a burn barrel, but the wind blew it over and it's so heavy I can't get it, I can't stand it up on my own. But I'll take the tractor and get that out of here. But anyway, y'all know that we've used pigs in the past to prep our gardens, to till it and everything before we plant. And that's the same thing we're gonna do this year. But we actually wanna get our pigs from out of this pen down here, because we're gonna rearrange some things. And I'm gonna expand the feeder pigs section. Y'all saw that they have two sections, and in one of the sections it's been resting for where the feeder pigs are down the hill, and there's grass growing in there. So I'm gonna open that up and let the feeder pigs have that whole section, and then that should be a big enough space. Like I said, we're deep bedded, put wood chips and everything in there, and that should be a big enough space to raise them until butcher, because they only have about 4 months or something like that left until they go to freezer camp. And so I'm gonna expand that for them. I'm gonna take all of these black hogs from down here, the American guinea hogs, and I'm gonna put them in here. The boar pig that's in there, because we have a breeding boar that's in there with those black pigs, the American guinea hogs, he should have bred everybody already that he's gonna breed. So we're gonna take him and take him to freezer camp. I'm gonna load him up on the cattle hauler and take him to freezer camp. And we also have another a barrow that we've been raising for about 2 years now that should be ready for freezer camp as well. So we're gonna load those 2 hogs up and take those to the butcher to freezer camp. And then I'm gonna take all of the female pigs that should be pregnant, you know, Lord willing, and I'm gonna fence this little section off right here. Like I said, I'm gonna bring a line of fence coming, you know, probably a little bit after that tree right there, and bring it all the way down this line right here, and have a gate right here somewhere in this area right here. And we'll put the female pigs in here, and then I'll put them a porta hut in here. They don't need one as big as the one I'm gonna put in here, but that'll be fine, like I said, because they'll be having babies and things like that, and they'll be on high ground, have a good shelter, you know, where we can come and, you know, easily help them out if they need help with their babies. And while all that's going on, they'll be tilling up all this ground. They'll have some fresh grass to eat, forage and everything. And once they get all this ground tilled up, by that time I should be done, because I want to fix this pen up down here, do some work down there, so I have that empty. And I also want to take this pen once we move the ewes out of here, and I want to plant grass in here. And so that'll give us the opportunity to be able to have this pen free, because once I let the ewes out of here, I need a place to put the rams at, because I can't get the rams. And y'all see this pasture here. It should start to naturally grow grass on its own because it's good and fertile. We've been spreading hay out on the ground and everything. You can see a little bit of grass growing. But while they're in here, they're not gonna let it grow. But once these pastures out here, once springtime fully kicks in, all this grass out here will be thick and lush. You can see it's already starting to grow already because of the rams. They're not able to eat enough of it to make a difference. But I do want to get the rams off of these green pastures here. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take these rams. So I'm gonna take the black pigs out of that pen down there, and I'm gonna put them up by the barn. So that pen down there is gonna be free. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the rams and I'm gonna put them temporarily in the pen where the black pigs are. And so I'm gonna get all of the sheep off of our green pastures. Let me just walk y'all down a little bit more. I'm gonna get all of our sheep off of these pastures here, because I still need to come in and do some work here. I need to cut down a couple more of these little trees. None of those trees should be there. All those trees should be gone. The only tree that should be left is that pecan tree there. And the same thing on this side. Like I said, we're trying to maximize our potential as far as growing grass, because all this grass is about to start popping up. And we want all this grass to get sun. So I need to come in and do some work in here as well. Those pastures further down by the pond are already clear. And they weren't clear when we bought the property. For real. We had to go in and clear those pastures. And we're doing the same thing, just slowly clearing these other sections as well. And so I have a whole plan. I don't know if y'all can follow me or not. I might not be making sense. But take the black pigs out of the pen they're in, put them by the barn. Take the rams out of this pasture here so I can get in and work this pasture, and also so the grass can thrive and get grow well without them just going around eating what we call the ice cream grass. That's the grass that they like to eat, and then they leave all the weeds and everything. So because I want to end up putting some cross fencing so I can rotationally graze on those pastures as well. So I'm gonna take the rams, put them in the pen where the black pigs are, and so the pastures are gonna be clear. And then once springtime gets in full force, I'm gonna take the ewes and put them on the green pastures, and hopefully I'll have another section of cross fencing so I can rotationally graze them so they won't just eat the ice cream grass. And then while this pen is empty here, because the rams will still be down there in the pen where the black pigs are temporarily, I'm gonna come in here and I'm gonna plant grass. I'm gonna till it up real good, because it should be nice and fertile. There's been a plan to this whole process. This pen here should be nice and fertile. There's already grass seed down just from the hay, and there's already manure down, the ground is fertile. And so I just come in, just probably just till it up just a little bit, just lightly with the tractor, and then broadcast spread some seed and give that about a month or two to lock in real good. And then I'm gonna take the rams, who will be down in the pen where the black pigs are, and put them in here. And this will be their pen where I keep them separate from the ewes, and we won't have to feed hay year round. Because right now we're in a position to where we don't have a pen that's gonna be separate from the ewes that's gonna have grass in it. So we're gonna end up having to buy hay and feed hay year round to the rams, which is not a whole lot. Like I said, they only eat about a third of a bale of hay or something like that, but that's still money that we have to spend, when if we get grass to grow, it's free to raise sheep. Like, sheep are a good startup animal for your farm, because it's free. They don't cost anything. All you have to do is have grass for them and water. You know what I'm saying? And water is not that expensive. So, but anyway, we're gonna try to get grass to grow in this section right here. And like I said, we're gonna try to rearrange some of our pigs, take a couple pigs to the processor, and it's gonna be amazing. For real. So today is one of them get her done days, as y'all know. And y'all know them get her done days. I try to do all my talking at the beginning, because I might not do a whole lot of talking throughout the day, but we'll see. But the boys look like they're about done. They're feeding the dogs now. They'll be headed in for homeschool. I'm gonna get over here and get this tractor crunk up, get hooked up to the auger, start digging some post holes, and get this fence set up. So y'all stick around, it's gonna be a fun one. This is by far the hardest piece of farm equipment to hook up. It's not only the hardest, but it's also the most dangerous, because you don't want that auger thing to start spinning while you back there, because it'll tear you to pieces. So I wait to hook up the PTO, the part that powers it, till last. But as y'all can see, I was hooking it up wrong. I should have started off with that piece there first and then go down there. But I was struggling with it long enough. I said, this can't be right. So I think I'm on the right track now to getting it hooked up. All right, y'all, I got the porta hut set back here, pour it down here to the site where I'm gonna need it at. Got the auger hooked up, and now I'm about to get over here and get this barrel out of the way with this material that needs to be burned. I'll probably take it on down there where I got the rest of the burn material at, if I can get it in the bucket good enough. I should be able to scoop it up pretty good though. And once I get that out the way, I'll probably go ahead and bring that porta hut over here and get it in here before I get started setting posts and everything before things get in my way. Because I should be able to still make it through this area, because I'm gonna need to set a post somewhere in this area right here, and I should still have enough room in between that post and the barn to get that porta hut through. But I'm gonna go ahead and bring it in here just in case, like I said, because I don't want to ding the barn or run to the side of the barn, something like that. Sometimes when you operating these tractors, it's like they get away from you a little bit and you bump into stuff for real. So it's only a matter of time before I bump into this barn. It ain't gonna be pretty like this for too long. But yeah, so let me go ahead and get these I get these posts pushed out of the way, and then I get this all this material here scooped up out of the way, and then we'll be ready to start putting some fencing in. So let me go ahead and get this scooped up and out of the way and get it put down the hill where I can burn it and not have these nails in the ground and everything. And after that, like I said, we'll be ready to drill some holes and set some posts. So fun times, y'all.
Don't know when to start. Returning, it's not
nothing wait for me. Only a mile to go. Somewhere up below, I'll see it clearer now. I'm learning the path as I go. Everybody knows it's spoken on the radio. There is a truth in the lies. I dare to leave you twice. There's no tomorrow here. I feel I'm all out of time. So tell me you stay behind and make sure I get to the end. I hope you can see in the dark. It only takes just a little spark to fill up my head with the light. Lighting the path as I go. Everybody knows. Knock knock.
Hey.
Need y'all's help.
Alright, we're coming.
Scaffold running. Yeah, I need to figure out where to put this fence line at. You coming, mama?
Yeah,
Look like you had your hair half done.
I do. Can we come?
Yeah, wait on mama though. Open the door in there, folks start running. For real. But I'm ready to start setting some posts now, and I'm trying to figure out where to put this fence line at, whether I'm gonna put it before the tree or after the tree. So I'm gonna let homeschool come out and let Megan finish the last couple curls in her hair first. For real. Then she'll come out. But let them come out and kind of, you know, give me some advice, some insight, so we can make this decision as a family on where to put this fence line at. So y'all just stick around. I'll wait till they come out, and then I'll pick y'all back up. All right, y'all finally made it out, huh?
Yes, yeah.
Thought I was gonna have to wait on y'all all day. I about took a nap.
What? That was only 5 minutes.
All right, wait till mama get down here, mama and Benjamin, and then we'll figure out where to put this fence line at. All right. Most important person is here now, Benjamin. What's up, Benjamin? All right, so I'm trying to figure out where to put this fence line at,
All right.
before the tree or after the tree.
Okay, let's go.
So it's a pretty simple decision, but you know, it could be a important one if we make it the wrong way. So let's see what y'all think. Hair looks nice.
Thank you.
Yeah, good old natural hair. I love me a woman with some good old natural hair. Yeah. All right, so what we're trying to figure out is if we're gonna put the fence line coming here on this side of the tree, or here on this side of the tree. And like I said, we're gonna have to come out about, you know, a good probably foot away from the tree.
Okay, so stand Titus a foot this way, and then stand Tim a foot this way, so I can see the difference.
All right, Titus, stand a foot on this side of the tree. Go one more of those. Yeah, about right there. Step back that way just a little bit, Titus. Right there. Yep, perfect. Tim, come a little closer to the tree. All right, right there. Just step forward, Tim. All right, right there. Perfect. All right, so that's a good example of where the tree would be. I mean, where the fence would be. Either it's gonna come where Titus is at, or it's gonna come where Tim is at. Let me go to the other angle.
Okay.
So we can see. Like I said, it makes the pen, you know, a nice amount bigger, because you're talking about a good, you know, 5 or 6 feet of fence. And so that's about how much, like I said, maybe just a little bit closer that way. That's about how much will be left in between the barn.
I definitely think if we can put it on this side where Titus is,
Yeah.
then we should.
So give them as big of a pen as possible.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
So for the fencing off of this area. Yeah.
I got you. What you think, Ben? Where do you think it's supposed to go at? Ben, I don't care. All right, so what y'all think, boys? What you think, Tim? Where you think it should go?
Right here.
So on the inside of the tree?
Yeah.
What about you, Titus?
Right here.
Okay, yeah, I don't think they'll tear the tree up. They might help it, actually. What you think, Titus?
Right here.
Right there on the outside of the tree. What about you, Noah? No, see, I'm still thinking.
That's it.
So on the inside of the tree. So it's pretty much a tie between because Noah said inside, Tim said inside, Titus said outside, Mama said outside. So I guess I'm the tiebreaker. So maybe we'll allow y'all to be the tiebreaker. What y'all think? Do y'all think we should have the fence on the inside of the tree, a little bit smaller, probably 5 foot smaller, or should we have the fence on the outside of the tree and have it about 5 foot bigger for the pigs and also for our garden? We got to remember that because this fence is also going to be used for our garden. Does that change anybody's perspective, anybody's answer? Because you think about it, okay, once the pigs are gone and once you know, we're not using this for pigs anymore, we're going to be using that fence to keep the dogs and animals out of our garden. So does that change anybody's mind about their decision?
Yeah.
Okay, hold up. Somebody say they changed their mind when we started talking about the garden. All right, no. So did you change your mind?
Yep.
What do you think now?
This one right here.
That's the one you said already.
I meant that one.
No. So now we're talking about not just a bigger pig pen, but we're talking about a bigger garden. So let me.
In my decision, if it's not like affecting anything or harming anything, I'd rather have it where Titus is standing, because otherwise, what will we use the space for? We're not going to need the space for anything else, so we might as well have it fenced off. So if the space was going to be usable for something else, then I say, okay, yeah, well, we need to use the space for this, and so let's push the fence back. But if we can have it usable enclosed space, then, you know, I don't see any reason why not to.
I guess. Yeah, because I forgot about this is going to be a garden. So that kind of like, you know, changes my mind as well. Because I was thinking about the inside of the fence. I mean, the inside of the, I keep saying fence, inside of the tree. But let me look at it again. Now that I know, I'm remembering that this is going to be our garden, and that's going to be our garden fence on down the line. Because when we plant a garden in years past, we've gotten right up, like as close as we can get to the barn, so we can maximize, you know, the amount of rows that we have and crops that we have. All right, we got somebody else changing their mind. Come on. It's like once I started talking about the garden, everybody, like, I think that brought, go ahead, Tim.
Over there.
Over there.
He changed because Noah changed.
Nah, I think once we started talking about the garden, we were like, oh yeah, once we plant a garden, we don't want to just have this big old empty space over here. We want to make sure we maximize our garden. All right, y'all, so we have the answer. Y'all let us know what y'all's vote was, whether on the inside of the fence, outside the fence, and let us know that you changed your mind like we did when we started talking about the garden. Because like I said, I don't think the pigs are gonna mess this tree up. This tree here has sentimental value with us, because this tree, it was like a whole bunch of trees out in this area, and we cut down all those trees and cut down all that brush. It was like we left this one little tree, and it was a little bitty little thing when we first left it. This is a red oak, I believe. It's a red oak, and we left it, and it was like a little bitty little thing when we first bought the property. And in the 5, 6, maybe going on 7 years we've owned this property. It's funny to say that we've owned this property that long, for real. But in those years, this tree has like grown and grown and grown, and we've been trying to like keep it alive and keep it limbed up and pruned and everything. And so like I said, this tree has sentimental value with us, and it's like a staple of this property. So we want to make sure the pigs don't mess it up. But we also want it to be like a shade for our garden, because this area gets a whole lot of sun, and also a shade for us as well when we're working in the garden. And we think just a little bit of shade for the garden would help the plants so they won't just burn out, you know, because this is like the top of the property up high, close to the sun and everything. But that's the answer, y'all. The fence is going on the outside of the fence so we can maximize the area that we have for our pigs, and also when we turn it into a garden, we'll have the maximized space for our garden. So I'm gonna get started digging some holes with the tractor.
Put your hat back on. Now you're out there on your own.
boys and I decided to play hooky from homeschool and come out and check on the progress on the fencing. Actually, it's really about time for a lunch break for us anyway. So we popped out to see what Tim Sr. had going on, and we caught him actually using the auger and digging holes. That was so much fun. What took us about 2 hours took him about 2 seconds. So we were out here, we saw him use the tractor and the auger, and now he's just cleaning out the hole, preparing to set the post, and then he'll run a string line from this post where he's going to place a post here to where he dug the hole at the other side of the fence to place a post there, and then he'll be able to set the rest of the posts that he's going to use. So this is awesome. It's progressing so fast. He'll probably be done with this fencing today, which is revolutionary for us in terms of fencing, and we have more fencing that we want to do. We want to make a cross, do some cross fencing in our pastures for our sheep down there. So this is just awesome. It's awesome to see him work so quickly and completely by himself put up this fencing. So this is great. This is exciting. The boys are excited about it as well. They're running around looking at the post. I can't even. Where are y'all? Behind. They're running around looking at the holes and balancing on the post. So they're having a great time. And I'm just super excited about what this means in terms of us being able to do our cross fencing for our sheep efficiently. I gotta get your thoughts.
Oh yeah.
Like, was that quick or what?
It took probably about 5 seconds to dig each hole. Like literally just went in there. Like just flushed.
That's crazy.
I was trying to like take my time with it just so it wouldn't bog the tractor down.
Right.
But it wasn't bogging down at all.
Isn't this just crazy?
And this dirt back here is like some of the hardest dirt, this packed down clay that you've ever seen.
Yeah. You literally set your old tractor on fire back here trying to dig holes with an auger. So, yeah.
And it's not much dirt. I thought it was digging at 4 foot. I think it's digging at 3 foot.
I gotcha.
So, yeah, because I got my post hole diggers marked off at 3 foot.
Yeah,
here.
I see. Okay.
And so it's not as much dirt as I thought was left in there.
Okay.
And yeah, so that didn't take long at all.
So you're ready?
Oh yeah. For real.
Crazy.
Yeah.
That's just crazy, y'all. We would spend like days, like just like getting the holes dug, and then the next day it would be setting the post and tamping it in. Like when we did this fencing out here, the fencing that you see that we're joining into, this was like, you know, years in the making of a project to fence off, you know, as much land as we have fenced off now. So this is just a game changer, and I'm super excited.
You might well keep recording because I'm ready to put a post in the hole.
Let's do it.
For real. It didn't take long at all. Like
I know, right?
I thought it was gonna take longer to clear it out, but it's only like that much dirt at the bottom that need to be cleared out.
That's something.
You want me to roll the post over here by me walking on?
I can carry it over there, y'all.
Yeah, come on, boys. Let's lend a helping hand.
One person got another end.
Oh, that's rolling.
I'll start on one. All right, you got it?
Bent.
Might be a little bit too big, Todd. I got it. Let me get it, Todd.
Y'all don't hurt yourselves.
Now you start standing it up. Walking in there.
All right, 10.
Stand it up. Now walk down the pole. Walk your hands down. Walk your hands down. Walk your hands down.
Good job, strong man. Good job, strong man. Come on.
Yep, the hole is big enough. I was also worried about that right size auger. So this is kind of a test because I'm gonna use 6x6s on our porch, and I need to make sure that 8-inch auger is big enough and make sure I don't have to bump it up to 10-inch.
Yeah.
But it seems like that's a good size. I got just enough room around the post for concrete.
All right.
Want to do another one, Tim?
Yeah.
All right.
It's gonna be a little further this time.
Got that in. Oh, you all right? You supposed to hold your end. Dig it up. Dig it up. Walk it in. Walk it in. Walk it in. There you go.
You got it,
Then
dude.
post, boy. Yep. Perfect size hole. So now I can get my my level and get those 2 poles concreted in. And once I get those concreted in, get them set, then I run my string line, and then I dig 2 more holes, and then I'll be able to install my farm gate, install my cattle panels, put T-posts down. We'll be done with this. It's like, how is it happening so quick? Usually, to dig those 2 holes, it would take us at least 2 or 3 hours. Well, maybe like, it depends on how hard the ground is.
Yeah.
Maybe about 30 minutes per post. So 1 hour for both of those, and then 1 hour for the other 2. So that's 2 hours total. And then, you know, you got to take breaks and all that type of stuff because it's like full real deal manual labor. So you're looking at about a 4 or 5 hour thing, you know, with the breaks and everything. But with the tractor and the auger, 5 seconds for that hole, 5 seconds for that hole. You know, you're talking about a maximum of 30 minutes. So it's amazing. I had the right equipment.
A desire that seems improbable, or a dream that seems unattainable, for the purpose, Lord, that you've called me to. I won't make it on my own.
Smarter than both things we are.
Where are we?
Fine, turn it out.
So now to him who is able to do more than I ever could hope for, I give you permission, Lord, be within me. 'Cause together we win, we win, we win, we win, we win, we win. Lord, you're more than able. We win, we win.
What you think, Ben?
So we win.
What you think, bud? You gonna show him you can walk? Look at Benjamin.
He's going to that
concrete.
That's
I'm
that.
playing the dirt.
Oh, yeah, he came to me.
Oh, good.
Call him, see if he come back to you.
Come back, Benjamin. Come here, buddy.
Come on,
No.
got the mama.
Come here. Come here, bud. Come here, bud. Yeah. Yeah.
Good job, bud.
Good job, buddy.
All right, now you can just work now. Now that you can walk. Can you hold a hammer?
Say yes.
Can you swing a hammer?
Yes.
Can you hit a nail with a hammer?
Yes.
He can do everything but hit the nail. Which post you want your gate swinging from? This one
Yes.
or that one? There's gonna be one right here.
Oh, okay.
You want to swing like that? Or the other way?
think that's good. I don't know anything about eggs and swing. What do you recommend?
Either way, it'll be fine.
Yeah.
This one will swing there.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking about the garden.
Come on, Benjamin.
Not bad, buddy. Not bad, buddy. You know what landed on your head? I'm just joking. This hard. Oh, with step in close.
I'm just marking.
This. Getting it out. Getting a little bit out before you do it with the
What was that you were saying about being little and scrappy?
Oh, yeah, for real.
Can you say Benjamin?
Put that back up. Right back where you found it.
Benjamin, what you doing, buddy?
Lock his hand in there.
Benjamin, run, man. He the fourth. Run, man. You think you gonna get some shade?
Yep.
It was like, I ain't crazy. You got plenty of sense. Benjamin, get on my string.
Now we put it on that corn.
He said, I'm helping put it up.
Yeah.
You helping, Benjamin?
Benjamin,
You doing
you
good,
got the
bud?
string? You helping pick it up for us? Thank you, buddy.
That's what he was looking forward to. I had it too high, though, on purpose.
You got it. All right, y'all, we're going to go ahead and grab some cattle panels, and we're ready to put them up. In the pen, yeah. Yeah.
I took a stroll downtown this evening when I heard music echo through the night. The same old songs that I heard the night before. So I started running so I wouldn't be too late. I didn't think that I would ever see your face again, but I my heart was pumping to the beat that was blasting through the night. And on the street the crowd was jumping, singing songs and dancing through the night. I didn't think that I would ever see your face again, but I was wrong. I can't believe we're dancing in the street. All I ever wanted was to get close to you. Now I'm burning up in your atmosphere. I can't feel my feet while we're dancing in the street in the neon light. Let the music go repeat all through the night. And when the music started to fade out, the first rays of sunlight lit up your eyes. Oh, how I wish this night would never end, so we can keep on dancing. I didn't think that I would ever see your face again, but I was wrong. I can't believe we're dancing in the street. All I ever wanted was to get close to you. Now I'm burning up in your atmosphere. I can't feel my feet while we're dancing in the street in the neon light. Let the music go repeat all through the night.
Perfect. Looks like you congregate a time or two.
That line, that space there,
Right.
it's like
Even
same
all the way
through.
down. Look at that. Good, good. You coming back straight. Great, great. Keep on coming back. Ho, ho. You at it. You right at it.
Bored? Oh, you bored? Of course, it's gonna want to be.
Still shadows.
And I said, what is this?
Get all of them
Can you get off of the feet?
I ain't one quite packed tight enough. Get Mike close on this side. Ho! Ho! Ho!
After this, all we have to do is get some water.
Right.
We need to get sheep down there, feed the pigs, everything. But it's some more sorting that needs to go on.
Right.
But we've done enough for today.
That sounds good to me.
I can go and get a tooth pulled tomorrow.
You're so crazy.
I got a wisdom tooth in my mouth that's bothering me, so tomorrow I'm going to get it pulled. So I'm trying to get all this stuff done today. And then we got a meeting on the day after that.
Yeah.
And so we need, the next couple of days are full of stuff. So we need to get this done today. You can open it now and just go and swing it open.
We always have one straggler. It never fails. Yes, please. Jump the grain and back up.
Keep the fingers out the way. We did it!
Yeah. Ty, what you doing? No, let us out. We got it done. Yes. Awesome. I'm so happy. It's been a long, fun family farm day. Me and the boys, we came in after homeschool to help, and it's been quite the adventure. But we do finally have the pigs in their new beautiful home with grass on it, so they will be able to have their babies here. And it's high, it's dry, it's just the perfect place. So now that we have them all settled, I'm just gonna walk y'all around and show you their beautiful new home. Here it is. Welcome to our new pig enclosure designed for our sows to have their babies. We also have one barrow that's in here, and he will get the benefit of this grassy pasture before he goes to freezer camp. We have here our porta hut, so it'll be a nice shelter for them. It also throws a good amount of shade because this is a very sunny spot on our property. But then they also have this beautiful tree here that will leaf out, and they will have the shade of that tree as well. But today, in not even a whole day, but I guess it's towards the end of the day now, so I can say one day, we were able to get this entire pen enclosed with this beautiful fencing. We dug 4 fence posts with the auger. Then we came in and did these T-posts and attached fencing with these cattle panels here. And the beautiful thing about this here is it actually has smaller holes at the bottom, which once we have piglets, hopefully they'll be too big to sneak through there. But this is it. We also hung today this beautiful gate that my husband is standing in front of. So it looks like he was able to find another chain somewhere. It didn't come with the chain, but we got it all figured out, and the gate is just hung perfectly there. It swings both ways, which is super important and super great. I love that. Swing it on through, swing it on through. There you go. And it swings on through. So that's like, for getting animals in and out, that really does matter. So I'm so super glad that the gate hung well and everything like that. But these pigs have a job to do. So not only will they be birthing piglets, and we're preparing our barrow to go to freezer camp, they will be eating this grass. They will be tilling this ground and preparing it for a garden. So we probably won't get to the garden this spring, but maybe next fall, as soon as next fall, or probably at least by next spring, we'll be able to have a garden here after we let the pigs rest. I'm sorry, not the pigs, but after we let the ground rest, we will be able to plant a garden here. So, and we've done that before. We strategically put pigs in this spot to till it up for a garden, and it worked really, really well. So it really just works out all around for the farm. The pigs will be able to turn this into a nice garden spot, and they will get a beautiful spot to have their babies. And then Zipline will also get to have green pastures before he goes on to freezer camp. So it looks really great. I'm really happy with the fencing. We did decide to put the fencing on this side here of this tree, and I think that maximizes the garden space for us. And really, when you look at it, it's just perfect in terms of where it's situated near the barn. So it's just enough space for it not to feel crowded. You can walk through there, but not, you know, too much space so that we're wasting space that could be used for the garden. So I think it all worked out perfectly. The pigs are happy in here eating grain, so they're just gonna get used to their new home. And then the boys, since all these pigs are gentle, can give them belly scratches, and we'll be able to come in with the piglets and train them up so they're not super wild and not used to us. So it looks great, and I'm excited. I think it all around, this is going to be one of probably the best pastures that we've raised, that sows will be able to raise their little babies on. That's it. I've shown you our beautiful new enclosure for our pigs. They seem excited about it. I'm excited, and I'm excited that it's done, and there were no catastrophes. No pigs went any crazy places, and the fencing turned out great. So what do y'all think?
Oh, yeah, it's
good. A plus. Great job on the fencing.
Glad to be done.
Me too.
It might have been fun, but I'm glad to be
done. We are done, and we are going to call it right here for today, for this long, fun, unexpected family fun day. But hey, we were happy to jump in. We had a lot of fun, and I'm sure you were glad for the company and the help as well.
Most definitely.
But it's I.A.G Farms.
It's all about God.
We will see y'all on the next one.